good one from this guy.
Okay, Sheriff,
All right. Well, thank you for having me tonight and allowing me to speak. I know you want me to be efficient with my time. What I handed out here is basically the front page is this billboard that you see right here. It's basically laid out, your front page, and then the second page in the handout is just some quick facts about this upcoming bond in May. The county has decided to bring this back before the board, or before the voters again, May 2nd, to build a law enforcement center on the proposed piece of ground east of town, what they currently own, and is in the city limits of Adel. One of the facts that's kind of funny today, just looking up other county jails, and this is something that I haven't put out to the public, is, and I know everybody here already knows this because this is the fourth time we brought this up, but our jail, there's 98 county jails in Iowa, and our jail is 36th in size, and we are the 10th ranked county in Iowa, soon to be the 9th, if not the 8th, in population. And if we were to give those 12 beds back that I spoke about with that variance that we're currently on loan from the state, we will be 49th in the state of Iowa for size of jail. And with the continued growth in Dallas County, I don't see an end in sight. It's not like this is not a want, this is a need for the county. And I'm here to ask basically everybody to support it because of the amount of money we're spending continues to get more and more every time the county decides to put this up to bond. Some of the numbers that stand out real quick, in 6 months' time, we spent $237,000 in other jails, and that's just paying for the overcrowding. That's just paying for the $55 a day for a person to sit there in a different facility. I don't have the exact number, what it costs us to transport all those folks, but I had to hire transport people just to to transport these folks, but after hours, I have to pick these people up by using deputies, and which is taking away services from all of us, because when Chief Shepherd needs backup for his people, it comes from the sheriff's office 90% of the time. Every police department in this county gets backup services from the sheriff's office, and the majority of the county gets primary services from the sheriff's office. And this is a huge public safety issue. I know there's a lot of people that think, well, you can just continue paying it, we don't care, we'd rather pay that rate. Well, every time I stick somebody out on the road hauling prisoners to a different jail, it's a public safety risk. And it's a logistic nightmare, really. We did 158 transports to Story County Jail alone in 8 months' time, and those are on average of 3 hours a trip. We have to book people out of this jail, we have to transport them to that jail, we have to book them in, we have to book the other inmates out of that jail that are coming back. We have to bring them back here to Dallas County Jail and book them back into our facility. Sometimes they go to court, and then we turn around and take them back to Story County Jail. The most recent development is Story County can no longer hold all of our overcrowded inmates. So we've entered into a memorandum of understanding with Polk County. They've said we can only bring not to exceed 10 prisoners to Polk. Well, that means we're gonna have to enter into an agreement with Jasper County, Boone County, Guthrie County, and some other jails to, now instead of just running back and forth to one jail, we're gonna be doing 4 or 5 and possibly 6 jails running to get these folks. So instead of having one full-time transport guy and 2 part-time transport people, I'm gonna have to put on some other transport people, because we cannot get around all those jails and get them back for court on the needed times, and you know, and the logistic nightmare is none of these jails want prisoners that have problems. They don't want prisoners that have medication problems, that are have mental health issues, have any type of violent history. They won't take those inmates. So we have to sit there and figure out who they'll take, and it's a kind of a it takes a lot of time to figure that out, because we've tried to bring prisoners and place them in other facilities, and they've been rejected right away because of their past. So then we have to bring them back and try to figure out, who else is going. Obviously, we have, methamphetamine problems, heroin is on the rise, those type of things, when people come into the facility and they're coming down off of those type of things, we can't get rid of those folks. Those folks will not go, nobody will take those type of folks, and,
Well, Sheriff, I think you've made a pretty strong case for the need. What's your facility look like?
well, here's the, when you see it, you look at your map here, the top left-hand corner, the county owns that 40 acres out there. They plan to build this facility on the very southeast corner of that 40 acres, as you see right there. And the building is designed to continue to go west. They can take this and continue to build it on as Dallas County grows in the future. The building can be built west. The pods can be attached on there. You see kind of a configuration of 4 pods. But that's just to show you that we can attach that stuff and continue to go west on that piece of property, and it should last Dallas County. We won't be arguing about whether we should put a second floor on this current facility or not. I know you were all promised a second floor back in the late 80s, but nobody expected Dallas County to grow like it did. We would not be able to get all of our prisoners back if we built that second floor on the facility. We still have too many prisoners. We're only rated for 24 actual beds on that, on the main floor, which would allow us 24 actual beds on the top floor. We have as many as 77 prisoners on certain days, and, you know, that was a high number last week, or a week and a half ago. But, and with the design of the facility, if I have one female in, she takes up 1 pod that might take up 5 beds. If I have a violent juvenile in, he or she will take up 1 pod with 5 or 6 beds. And then when you have 70 or 60 plus males, you have no room to put them. And people typically will not take those special inmates that I talk about. This new jail design, this is a glass facility. So basically I can have 1 person stand in the heart of that facility and spin around 360 degrees and see all 130 prisoners in the facility. It's